to the University of Arkansas, Fulbright College, School of Social Work 2020 MSW class. My name's Alicia Ferguson. I'm the Director, School of Social Work, along with Kim Stouse, Chair, School of Social Work, Professor Sarah Cawley, Director, MSW Program, and the rest of the faculty and staff. We welcome all graduates, family, and friends to this special live stream event to celebrate the graduation of the 2020 class. I have the special honor tonight of opening our pinning ceremony. This ceremony is called a pinning because we award each graduate a pin that signifies them as a professional social worker. This is one label I will ask you to wear proudly. Please work every day to help vulnerable populations and to strengthen our profession. Engage, assess, intervene, evaluate, and advocate at every level. I wish that you were sitting in front of me, but I can see you out there all dressed up in what makes you feel festive and smiling anyway. I miss you already. I've worked with so many of you and I will never forget you. Research class, independent studies, capstone special projects, as field instructor and as an advisor. 2 cohorts, 43 new MSWs, the most graduates in the school's 15-year history. Unfortunately, we can't award the pins in person tonight, but I know that you have jumped into your postgraduate school with as much gusto as you had in completing your degree. I know you're out there making a difference. Let us hear from you. Every year, I ask you graduates to stand and applaud your family and friends to acknowledge all their sacrifices and their support through your college experience. Instead, this year, please send up some hearts to show your appreciation. Also, please launch thumbs up for your School of Social Work faculty whose hard work and dedication to your education is unwavering. They haven't forgotten you, and I know I can speak for them when I say they're very proud of all your accomplishments. Finally, keep those smiley faces coming to recognize our staff, including Kyle Prince, Chase Sloan, Janet Morgan, Carrie Byron, and Abigail Knight. These important School of Social Work community members have helped you with the logistics and nightmares of registration, along with all the other details that have made your graduate school life work. They also helped Professor Cawley to make this event possible. With that, I would like to introduce Professor Sarah Cawley, MSW Director, School of Social Work. She will announce the first award.
Hello, I'm Sarah Cawley, the MSW Program Director. We're so happy to finally have the opportunity to honor our 2020 graduates. You have so much to be proud of. You completed a task that's difficult under any circumstance. You graduated with an MSW during a pandemic. It's time to present the MSW Awards of Excellence. We have 2 Awards of Excellence, one for our on-campus Advanced Standing MSW program, and one for our online Advanced Standing MSW program. The MSW Student Award of Excellence is chosen annually by faculty vote and recognizes that student who has distinguished themselves through outstanding accomplishments in 3 areas: academic excellence, leadership, and service to the school and the community. The recipient of the on-campus Advanced Standing MSW Student Award of Excellence is Gonzalo Camp.
Hi everyone, I'm really honored to be accepting this award today, and I'd like to thank all of you who make this possible, the University of Arkansas and the Graduate School for International Education that accepted my application to come to this campus, and of course my amazing faculty, the faculty of the School of Social Work, who from the very first Zoom interview, that I know that is very common and we all know how to do it, but 2 years ago we were revolutionary and paving the way for this new abnormal. From that very first interview, they were all extremely welcoming and supportive and really warm. They opened the door for me to come here and let me enjoy some of the greatest achievements of these last few years of my life. I want especially to mention Dr. Kim Stouse and Professor Amanda Rosa, who constantly encouraged me to pursue my goals and guided me to new paths I had not even considered when I first joined the program. And last but not least, my wonderful cohort, who all of you made me feel really at home and welcome and supported, and that I had a place here, not just in the classroom, but well beyond academic life too. And I want to share with you that when I moved from Argentina here a little bit more than 2 years ago, I had no idea I would be recording this video, and that I would look back and see how much I have grown and moved forward. I had a big life back home, and I feel that I'm starting to build a great one right here too. I thought that at 39 I had lived everything that I was going to live in a way, or all my professional life was already set. But coming here showed me that it's never too late to try new things, to challenge your schemas, your biases, your limitations. In my slide for the pinning video, I chose a phrase from Gandhi that is, be the change you want to see in the world. I strongly believe that the person that I am today has been modeled after great people that I have learned. And in these last 2 years, I've met a lot of people that show me the meaning of activism. Dr. Thomas, that's for you, trust and growth. And we are living in times that has shown us that being a social worker is much more relevant than ever. We are facing a pandemic that has changed the way we perceive safety, connections, and even everyday small actions. We have some global leaders that are failing to provide a sense of community and harmony, and even some justices in this country that threaten to go back on equality rights that were achieved not so many years ago. And even in our own house, our campus, minorities continue to struggle. This year we were all shaken, unfortunately not really surprised by the Black at Your hashtag, which made explicit a cry for help that had remained silent for years. And at the same time, it made me really proud how a lot of people brought up to that challenge, showing solidarity, showing support, taking to the streets, sharing their own resources with struggling minorities. And part of our community, staff, faculty, students, started promoting actions to create a better space for everyone. Social justice is one of the main values of our profession, and these last few months have shown us that there is still a long way to go, and it is crucial now, more than ever, that we social workers stand up for what is right and demand our leaders and our people to keep working to create a fairer world. And it, of course, starts with us, committing daily to be the change that this work really needs. Once again, thank you all for the amazing people that have paved the way for us to be here today.
Tonight, I have the pleasure of announcing the award for Honorary Social Worker of the Year. Each year, the faculty nominate candidates and vote for a person who, while not a social worker, embodies social work values while advocating for vulnerable populations and our profession. Our awardee, Holly Barron, is the Executive Director of NASW Arkansas. Holly isn't a social worker and probably knew little about the profession before becoming the Executive Director. However, after getting to know her over the last 6.5 years, we have seen her exemplify all the values that we hold dear as social workers. Her expertise in advocacy has pushed these types of efforts to the forefront of our chapter. In fact, her advocacy leadership over the past 3.5 years in particular has been invaluable. For example, during the 2017 legislative session, the governor of Arkansas was working behind the scenes to quietly merge Arkansas Social Work Licensing Board with the Arkansas Counselors Board. Holly showed up to every meeting, started a work group, and stood steadfast for the social workers of Arkansas to ensure that we remained an autonomous entity. Today, we are still an autonomous entity. In 2018, in her work to advocate for our profession, she attended all the red tape reduction working group legislative meetings. I'll let her tell you how fun those were. She wrote testimony and made sure that our profession was represented time and time again. During the 2019 legislative session, Holly was at the Capitol speaking with lobbyists and lawmakers and keeping social workers in the state informed. She fought bad bills and stood behind good bills. Holly led NASW Arkansas support for One Little Rock School District, both financially and through media visibility. She watched carefully and attended meetings about the Little Rock School District and the unequal services that the Department of Education was trying to push on the Little Rock community. She fought for students and parents of Little Rock School District to receive equal education and involvement for their children as any social worker would, and in the spirit of our social work values. Then COVID-19 hit NASW Arkansas chapter. It hit us hard. The annual conference is a signature event and fell during an uncertain time during the pandemic, and Holly went to work to make sure that NASW Arkansas was able to cancel our event with as little financial loss as possible. She worked tirelessly to refund fees, field questions, and plan new ways to provide CEUs to our profession. While doing this, Holly worked with the governor and the Secretary of Health to ensure the social workers in Arkansas were considered frontline essential personnel and that we were able to provide services via telephone and through other video formats. Also, so that we could practice across state lines for clients who were leaving the state and needed continuation of services. She also worked with legislatures to ensure that insurers like Blue Cross Blue Shield would open their insurance to cover these telehealth services. Holly has transformed NASW Arkansas. She fights for us at a national level. She ensures that our conference is nationally recognized. It's the best one in the nation. And she makes sure that we all know what's going on at the state level. She supervises social work interns each year and supports other social work students who are working on special projects. She lives social work. We couldn't recognize a better honorary social worker. Congratulations, Holly.
Thank you to the University of Arkansas School of Social Work for awarding me with Honorary Social Worker of the Year. I was both surprised and humbled to receive an award from such a prestigious program within our state. No matter where my career has taken me, being of service to others remains a central tenet of my values. So when I was offered the position of Executive Director of NASW Arkansas, I knew that this would be an incredible opportunity to champion and support social workers, as they are the tireless and fearless leaders committed to protecting the most vulnerable members of society. I want social workers to know that whether I am advocating for them at the legislature, working with our board of directors on building new programs, or developing high-quality educational opportunities, I have their backs. Social workers deserve rigorous support and recognition for the work that they do every day. Social workers are essential, and I'll continue to do my part to make sure that everyone knows that. Thank you again for this award, and remember that there's power in your voice, whether it's by being a member of your profession's association or when you go to cast a ballot and vote in elections. Thank you.
Now it's my honor to present the recipient of the online Advanced Standing MSW Student Award of Excellence to Monica Vasiloff.
Hi everybody, I miss you all. I'd like to start by saying that, like you all, I am quite bummed that we didn't get to high-five and hug and celebrate in the traditional way at graduation and pinning. But seeing how quickly and seamlessly our social work roots have gotten to take shape when our communities are needing us in this wild, historic year is incredible and a testament to the members of this social work program. So first, to my classmates, I just want to say that I am so beyond grateful that I had the opportunity to learn with and from no doubt the most amazing group of dedicated, passionate, and serving individuals. I think that classmates are teachers, but they're also somebody that you can call and vent to, so I'm thankful for all of you for that. I'm so proud of each one of you, and I still can't believe that I get to be in the same field as you wonderful people. But what a time to be entering the world as a professional people helper, but I have no doubt that each one of you is going to change the world, and I really, really, really hope that we all get to stay in touch in order to see that happen. To everyone in the School of Social Work, thank you for sharing your wisdom and experiences to help all of us grow professionally and personally. Specifically, to those of you who I worked with in classes, clubs, and as a GA, I wish that I could express to you how much your guidance and care means to me. Also, thank you for all of the time that you spent answering, I have no doubt, the hundreds of questions that I asked over our time together. The years that I spent as a student at the U of A School of Social Work will always be some of my most cherished. And finally, to my 10 out of 10, A+, 100%, 5-star parents, my family and my friends who always have and always will support, encourage, and love me. I definitely wouldn't be here without you all, so thank you. And I guess finally, I want to thank you to my Penny, my dog, for all of her snuggles, and then also for being a distraction. Which sometimes a bad distraction, but mostly a good distraction. And then I guess I just want to wrap up by saying that I'm so thankful for this award. It came as a complete surprise to me, and knowing my competition that I have in my classmates, I'm not sure how you made this decision, but I am grateful, and I am so very thankful, and I am so honored. And I just want to say a big thank you. And so I do hope that I get to stay in touch with all of you classmates and professors and everyone at the School of Social Work and every friend that I've made along the way. Just a big thank you, and I love you all, and I'm glad that we at least get to see each other virtually. Hopefully we'll get to do the high five and hug in person soon. But until then, just you guys keep doing the amazing things that you're doing. You are so wonderful and incredible, and I just am grateful to be here and grateful for you all, and just a big thank you.
Next, I'd like to present the MSW Spirit of Social Work Award. The Spirit of Social Work Award is unique in that the recipient is chosen solely by vote of the members of the graduating class. The award recognizes one graduate for outstanding contributions to and in support of their cohort. Our first recipient was described as a rock star when it came to pepping everyone up when times were hard. They were described as an amazing person who is enthusiastic in helping out fellow students within the cohort. This graduate shared incredible insights in class, as well as contributing immensely to the community through internship work and extracurriculars. The recipient of the Spirit of Social Work Award for the on-campus advanced standing MSW program is Emily McGee. Our second recipient is described as everyone's friend. This graduate extended a helping hand, was a consistent and reliable teammate who shines with compassion. This graduate was a fighter and an advocate for others, representing everything that is a good social worker. The recipient of the Spirit of Social Work Award for the online advanced standing program is Anna Cohn. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Professor Rosa so that she can present the Field Education Awards.
Hello, everyone. I wish I could see you, but I am so happy that we are gathering to celebrate the accomplishments of the MSW cohort of 2020. I will always remember you for lots of reasons, but primarily because of the unprecedented nature of the spring semester. I want to take a moment to just acknowledge and validate how difficult it was for you all to be shut down so abruptly in your internships right when things seemed to be in full swing. I know there were a lot of feelings of sadness, frustration, anger, and even fear. But I also want to let you all know how inspired I was by you, because these feelings were coming from a place of sincere concern for your patients or clients or students. I witnessed you all doing your best to continue services, to have closure, and just to do right by those in your care, even under the worst of circumstances. And that is what being an ethical social worker is all about. So I commend all of you for that. And now it is my pleasure to present the awards for outstanding performance in field. The first award is for a student from the on-campus MSW program, and that is Hannah Olson. Let me tell you a little bit about Hannah. Hannah interned with the Transitional Healthcare Project, an interdisciplinary team consisting of nursing and social work interns providing community and home-based interventions and supportive services to reduce hospitalizations in chronically ill adults. Hannah navigated the complexity of communication and treatment planning on an interdisciplinary team with ease, building professional relationships with nursing students, which ultimately furthered the goals of her clients. As an intern for the Transitional Healthcare Project, Hannah provided short-term solution-focused therapy and case management services for chronically ill adults, including those with COPD and congestive heart failure. Interventions were provided in clients' homes and in the community. Many of Hannah's clients were not receiving any community-based support services despite being significantly physically impaired by their chronic health issues. Hannah went into many challenging environments without hesitation and consistently demonstrated her belief in the value and worth of all human beings. She tenaciously advocated for her clients' needs, frequently assisting them in acquiring life-changing services, including medical, financial, or legal resources. Hannah has an advanced ability to establish rapport with her clients while finding ways to confront difficult issues and conflicts therapeutically and effectively. She routinely assisted clients in facing end-of-life decisions and planning. Hannah demonstrated advanced problem-solving and practice skills, and her clients benefited significantly from her expertise. Hannah made a difference in the Transitional Care Project and in the lives of her clients. So congratulations, Hannah. And then the next award goes for a student in the online advanced MSW program, and that goes to Shaniqua Dean. And let me share her nomination with you. Shaniqua embodied the spirit of social work through her school year. She always came to class prepared to talk about her internship experiences. I guess that gives away who wrote this. She was able to actively embrace many learning opportunities while in internship. She further had to weather some discord throughout the semester and had a supervisor change. She remained positive and was able to glean social work learning throughout. I feel that Shaniqua would be a valuable asset as a social worker to any position that she chooses to embrace. And I just want to add that Shaniqua moved to Tampa, Florida from Fayetteville right before she started the program. And so really weathered a lot of storms, graduate school, the pandemic, all of that with very little support because most of her family and friends were still here. So anyway, go Shaniqua. Congratulations to both. And thank you for all that you did for the community in your year here as a student. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Kim Stoss, and I'm the chair of the School of Social Work. And like everyone else, I wish so much I could see you all face to face and give you lots of hugs, but I can't. But tonight, I have this wonderful honor of introducing Tommy Milford. He's our School of Social Work speaker. Some of you may not have had the pleasure to get to know Tommy throughout the time at the school, and if you haven't, I'm sorry. For those of you that did get to know him, you probably know what I mean when I say that Tommy knows what it means to be a social worker. He knows it in his heart. He truly walks the walk of a social worker. Fortunately for us, Tommy came to us in 2007. He had been at the Southern Arkansas University for years, where he was the director of the department. Since coming to Fayetteville, Tommy has worked for our 4E program and has taught for us off and on for many years. Throughout Tommy's career, he's tried to push social work to broaden its view, how we can work more efficiently and have an expansive reach and incorporate technology into the work we do so we're not left behind. He's continued to beat the drum throughout the whole time I've known him that social work needs to come into the 21st century. If anything, I've heard him say that many a time. And he believes we need to do that in order for us to make an impact, a broader impact in what we really want to do and what we really can do. Tommy has been a true friend to me, and he's always been a person that conveyed sincerity, honesty, integrity. And both Dr. Hurd and I believe that he's always been the wittiest person in the room. I asked Dr. Hurd to give me a few things about Tommy she thinks of when she thinks of Tommy. She named 2 things. Whenever somebody is struggling with their computer, which you can imagine in social work, that's quite often, Tommy always asks, the first thing he asks is it plugged in? Secondly, after a presentation, he would always respond, if you have any questions, keep them to yourself. Anyway, we're going to start calling these Tommy-isms. I will always remember Tommy for coming into my office and saying, hey, do you have a minute? I have something really cool to show you. Often I would begrudgingly go into his office, but often I always knew whatever I was coming into, it was going to be pretty cool. And sure enough, it was always cool and amazing, something he had worked hours on, pulling together data from some computer coding he had figured out, something that I would never even dream of knowing how to do. We would talk for hours about technology and knowledge management and humanity and the connection between the two. You will see a bit of him and his amazing magic that he would pull together in his speech. Tommy has truly been a gem to our school. Tommy Milford, thank you so much. Here you go.
It's hard to say where it all started, but for me, Ida B. Wells is as good a place as any. The thing is, it's all been written down for you. All of their stories, all of their lessons. I think sometimes we forget the amount of courage it took, the strength it took to start a profession like ours. Bit by bit, the mountains that had to be moved. Certainly mistakes were made, but lessons were learned. And social work is a good work. Social work is no longer a young profession. What would the world be like if they had not done this work? Because you're standing on the shoulders of giants. And so it's important that you study and understand their stories and understand their lessons. They accumulated so much wisdom, and they wanted to hand it down to you. The community organizers, the therapists, the administrators, the activists. The things today we take for granted, they had to invent. And now you find yourself in a new place and time. It all appears to be very different, but maybe not so much. The good work is still needed. Your training, your skills, and yes, your wisdom are essential. It sometimes appears that the more connected we become, the less we are able to communicate and understand each other. And the work still remains. Caseload management looks to be so simple, but requires a combination of so many skills, each of which is challenging in its own right. Those skills are now your skills. The problems of poverty, privilege, food insecurity, abuse are still misunderstood by so many. A big part of your work will be bringing understanding and making those human connections. tell you what the future holds, but I do believe it will be exciting. The demand for your work and your skills and your knowledge will only increase. I will confess that I worry about the massive surveillance economy that now seems to drive our communities, and how algorithms can scale up problems of discrimination, inequity, and injustice so quickly. I would suggest that you keep your eye on those. Inserting our ethics into the code will not be an easy task, but something like that is going to have to be done. Because remember, whoever designs the code often designs the practice. So now it's your turn. You will be standing on the shoulders of giants, and they will lift you up as you lift up others. It might take a bit, but you'll find your place. You'll find the place where your good works can thrive. It's all out there for you. But try to stay close. Check in on each other. See how it's going. See how each one's doing. Stay connected. This work at times can be frustrating and exhausting, but the joy in this work is simply remarkable. So during those times when you're exhausted, you feel like it can't be accomplished, too many mountains to move, I would suggest that you reread the biography of Ida B. Wells, maybe Francis Perkins, Harry Hopkins, Eleanor Roosevelt, and you'll reconnect to the joy that's embedded in this work. It's a joyous work that you're about to do, knowing little by little mountains can be moved.
Hi everyone, my name is Carly Brown and I currently work for Ozark Guidance as a school-based therapist for 2 Bentonville elementary schools. I'm working towards my LCSW and have truly been enjoying working with kids so far. I want to thank all my friends, family, supervisors, and professors who have walked with me through this journey. I am looking forward to the many years ahead as a social worker.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Halter Sappenfield, and I am from Springdale, Arkansas. After graduation, I took a job with Ozark Guidance as a school-based social worker, and I am so excited to be at Springdale High School. First and foremost, I would like to thank my family, my husband, friends, and other cohort members for encouraging me and helping me throughout this journey. I would not have made it without the help of my amazing professors and supervisors. And of course, I'd like to thank all of the clients that I had throughout my internships that helped me realize this field is truly for me. Social work has such a special place in my heart, and I can't imagine my life as anything else.
Hi, I'm Katie Chandler Coker, and I'm originally from Hot Springs, Arkansas. I'm currently working as a full-time therapist at Perimeter Behavioral of the Ozarks, where I work with adolescent girls who've experienced significant trauma. My future plans include earning my LCSW and specializing in trauma and eating disorder treatment. I truly could not have done this without all the support from my friends, family, and professors. Thank you all so very much for all you did to help me reach this goal. Thanks.
Hi everybody, my name is Lene Fryer. I'm so grateful for all the many blessings I have in my life today, including my beautiful family and recent successes. Thanks to U of A and a lot of hard work, I am now a licensed master social worker. I have so many great things coming my way and I just can't wait.
Hi, this is Hannah Olson. I'm currently working with Ozark Guidance Arissa as a school-based therapist. I'm really thankful for my husband Matt and my parents Kathy and John Priolo and my siblings Courtney, Andrew, and Jared, and my niece and nephew Teddy and Pippa just for being so awesome this stressful year, and also my cohort and our professors were so wonderful and supportive, and I just learned so much and was really challenged and feel a lot more equipped to continue as a social worker.
My name is Caitlin. I'm still working within the Northwest Arkansas community in Fayetteville. I'm currently working towards my LCSW and transitioning from a job in substance abuse and addiction to starting a new job with Ozark Guidance. So I'm really excited, and just a big thank you to all of the faculty and staff who were super supportive during such a difficult time, finishing our program at the start of a pandemic, and obviously everyone in my cohort who are so super amazing, and a couple pictures of them here. So thank you, and I wish everybody luck.
Hello, my name is Adam Laffato. I am from the planet Earth, and I recently completed the MSW program. I'm currently working on my simulation project, and I plan to continue living and enjoying life while always striving to help others. Thank you so much to all of my fellow cohort, and thank you also very much to the staff and faculty at the School of Social Work at the University of Arkansas. Take care, y'all. Peace.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Naples, and I live in Bentonville, Arkansas. Since graduation, I have been working as a mental health professional for Arissa Health for Bentonville schools, where I provide mental and behavioral health services for students in grades K through 4th and 7th and 8th. I want to say a huge thank you to my husband, Mark, for his constant support throughout this program. I am so lucky to have you by my side, love, and I truly appreciate you.
Hey everyone, my name's Molly Franz. I'm from Fayetteville, Arkansas, still currently residing here. I'm currently working at Vantage Point, doing therapy in their intensive outpatient program, which I absolutely love. I can't wait to continue on to get my LCSW and continue working in substance abuse and addiction, and hopefully go into private practice one day.
I am Shaniqua Dean. I am from Jonesboro, Arkansas. I currently live in Florida, but I plan to relocate to Dallas and do medical social work while pursuing my LCSW, and then eventually getting into couples and family therapy from there. I just want to give a big shout out to the School of Social Work as well as my cohort for being amazing, for always being a support and always giving me the courage when needed to complete the year.
Hi, my name is Katie Reevert. I'm from Canton, Michigan, and I'm going to be working as a therapist at a junior high in Springdale with Ozark Guidance Center. I really need to thank my wife, my parents, and my Aunt Sue, and my cohort especially for helping support me through this crazy year. My supervisors at CAPS and my team there just really helped make this year go smoothly. Thank you.
I want to take this time to thank some very important people who have believed in me, supported, and sometimes even carried me through the last 7 years. My husband, Kyle, and my son, Karsten, have been a driving force in my success. Their willingness to let me put school before all else made it possible for me to succeed at all levels of my college career. I want to thank Amber Bruce and Amanda Dunn Grace for encouraging me to take the first steps in going back to school. And I want to thank my sisters, mom, dad, and stepmom for all their encouraging words and support throughout the last 7 years. I will continue working at Returning Home, which provides services for those who have encountered the criminal justice system, while I work to complete the hours necessary for my LCSW. Thank you all so much.
Hi everyone, my name is Gonzalo, and on this slide I wanted to show what these 2 years meant for me, and I included the 3 main things that I enjoyed while I was here. That was my faculty, which are really amazing, and they were really generous and helpful. the amount of opportunities that I had here to learn and to share what I've learned, and also the big friends that I've made during this time. And I want to give a shout out to my friends Emily, Andrew, Gustavo, Haley, that is also there, but especially to Kelly, who was my rock during this time. And then I chose this phrase that is, be the change you want to see in the world, and I put it right next to my cohort because we are all making things, and I'm sure we are going to change the world. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Emily McGee. I'm originally from Indianapolis, Indiana, and I'm currently working at Ozark Guidance as a therapist within the foster care department. So really want to thank that team for hiring me and letting me intern with them last year. They were so much help and very supportive. And then my professors, all of y'all are amazing. Dr. Ferguson and Professor Rosa, you were so helpful when I was your GA and really great mentors for me. And then last but not least, my family. I could not have done this without y'all and love you so much. Thank you guys.
Hi everyone, my name is Michaela Wallace and I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas. I would like to say thank you to everyone who has helped me through my MSW journey. It is because of you that I never gave up on my dreams to become the social worker I am today and continuing to become. Even though my journey was a little more difficult, I wouldn't change my experience one bit. To my cohort, I just want to say thank you personally to some of you that I knew through my BSW and some that I got to know through the year. Just know, we made it.
Hi everyone, this is Monica Vasiloff. I am originally from Mountain Home, Arkansas, but I moved to Fayetteville to get my bachelor's degree in social work, and I went straight from my bachelor's to my master's. I just want to say a huge thank you to my wonderful, amazing, incredible, loving, supportive parents, my family, my friends, the best cohort that there has ever been, and also just thank you to everyone at the School of Social Work for making this experience such a life-changing and well-rounded experience. And then also just a shout out to my dog Penny for crashing so many of our Zoom classes with Snuggles. Congratulations again, classmates, and thank you, everyone.
Well, we've come to the end of our pinning. First of all, I want to thank Sarah Colley and Alicia Ferguson and Chase Sloan, and I'm sure there's other people I've forgotten, but you guys pulled it off, the first virtual pinning of the School of Social Work. Anyway, thank you all for attending or logging in virtually. And like I said before, I wish I could hug each and every one of you. One of the really cool things about graduation day is when you guys all walk off the stage and we get to hug you. But we don't get to do that this time. But I hope you can feel and understand how much we all care for you and think about you all. And just, I'm so proud of each and every one of you for the paths you've taken to get here. I know for many of you it hasn't been easy, but you made it. And congratulations, and thank you for sharing part of your life with me, and stay in touch. That's all I can say. Stay in touch. You know where we are, and all the best. Goodbye.